But question that I always ask everybody when they come on: how did you come up with your name?
I was sitting at the kitchen table and I was thinking to myself, like, if I were to ever start a channel, because it really, like, it was sinking in that I could potentially do this. And I was thinking, I was like, if I had a name, what would it be? And I knew like Untrained was in the cards, and I was just thinking of dumb shit that would be funny. And Astronaut just kind of clicked with me, and it really fit like all the way around in so many different ways. Like the space shuttle here. Like I'm in a literal, like it's not a literal space shuttle. It's a wooden made space shuttle that I paid somebody to help me build and shit. You know what I mean? But it's like all of
Wow.
this is just based around weird random things that have happened through my life. Like when I was younger, there was this friend of mine, and we all like slept in a bed together too. It was cool as shit, but not obviously his house was filthy. That's nothing he could change. We're talking, it was like dog shit everywhere. It was like 8 of us sleeping on one bed over there, and it was disgusting, right? But the only spot that I could find in that entire thing is if you go out to the garage, his uncle had died and left a car in there, and it was completely buried in trash. This is not a joke. You open the garage door, there's a parted way, and you had to find your way to the car door. And if you get inside, it's clean in there. So it was called the space shuttle because that's where we would go to get high. Later in life, I had kids, and allegedly I was moving weight, all that fun stuff. And psychedelics were something I was really fond of. Still am, truthfully, but it's been a minute since I've had them. With all that being said, I didn't want to trip balls in front of my kids. So I was like, it might be a good idea to build the space shuttle. That way we commence blast off frequently, routinely, and it's not a problem. There have been a lot of times where it was like going to tuck the kids in and I could barely figure out how to fucking walk. You know what I mean? But it was just like such a cool experience to be able to do it that way. And like, obviously I didn't do that every night or nothing like that, but it was just like remembering those things. It's like, man, this space shuttle really lived its purpose. And it was a good time, but it just fell into place whenever I became the untrained astronaut. And it was just ironic that I happened to have that and all this going on too, So real fun. Good
So
question.
once again, it just fit into place.
Things tend to do that if you're on the right path.
That's beautiful, man. It was set. It was meant to be. It was meant to be.